What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Prime Sports Media. I'm back. You know that when I go live on this channel, even if I haven't loaded up anything in a while, you know it's going to be packed with comprehensive information. You know I'm going to come with receipts and break some things down. There's been a lot of controversy going on around CU coming from the mass media or print media, or what you would call media on the internet, these sports internet pages like Athlon Sports, who wrote a scaling article to try to make, should I say, Coach Prime and CU look like they're the Oklahoma Sooner teams of the 1980s. Now, remember, let me give some of you a memory jog here. If you do not remember this, once upon a time, we had this guy right here, Barry Switzer. Barry Switzer was a coach at Oklahoma, the Sooners. They were winning national championships. They were running a wishbone offense, various offenses, and they sort of dominated football for some time. And then there was reports that Barry Switzer was running a criminal empire at that program. You had talk about guys with guns, weapons, all sort of things that were going on. No accountability. And now it looks like they're trying to make, in my estimate, they're trying to make Coach Prime out to be Barry Switzer of the 21st century. Now, I don't know about you. Everybody hear me out here. I have not been hearing, have you been hearing about players being arrested? They're finding drugs on players. There's all this talk about video out there of gambling and playing dice and what have you. Hell, we're dealing with young men, not to make excuses, but we're dealing with young men that are only a couple of years out of high school. And believe you can go to any high school campus in this country and you will find kids playing dice, all sorts of things, gambling, using Pokemon, using sporting trading cards to gamble with, to trade with. These things go on. But in no way is Coach Prime's program anywhere at the level that Switzer was at when Switzer was running amok at Oklahoma. And this is the thing. It's like if Coach Prime gets rid of players, he's damned if he does, or if he do, and he's damned if he don't. When there are players on this football team from last year's team, and you are wondering, what happened to this guy? What happened to that guy? Coach Prime got rid of a lot of kids on this team who weren't practicing properly, who weren't living up to what his goals and standards for how they are supposed to conduct themselves on campus and off campus. And there have been players that Coach Prime had to get rid of when he found out things about them that was not kosher. So this whole thing is just this. You have players who used to play at CU, who were at least, they came over in the transfer portal. Maybe they came over as a high school recruit. Things didn't work out. They didn't like their playing time. They weren't getting their head into their playbooks. And they may have not been the best citizen on campus or the best citizen off campus. And once Coach Prime identified these players, he got rid of them. So now all of a sudden you've got reporters like Steve Quarter, who's coming out and saying, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening at Colorado. It's run amok over there. What's going on? I don't think people know. We're talking about this man right here. I'm going to play what he had to say. Also, we know that Coach Prime was not exactly happy about how CBS has been talking about him. A lot of you are wondering, well, what is Coach Prime talking about? Why is it that Coach Prime has an issue with CBS? Stick around the program today. I'm going to tell you why I believe Coach Prime has a problem with CBS. It's been under our nose the whole time, everybody. If you've read articles, if you've done a little bit of research out there, it's pretty obvious why Coach Prime has a problem with CBS. I've been saying on this channel, since day one I cracked open this channel, that there are people in mainstream media who do not want to see Coach Prime be successful in this program. And isn't it interesting that these stories break out just before the season's about to start? I find that suspicious. Right here, game time, North Dakota State University, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, ESPN Thursday, August 29th. CU will be taking on North Dakota State, an FCS team. I think it's interesting that all of these reports are an individual. Steve Quarter is coming out with all this information just before they're about to open up their season. Just around the same time when good things are coming out of CU, you're hearing about the defensive line, the coach. Coach Vincent is breaking it down on how the defensive line players are doing well, that he feels that he has a rotation of players that he can rotate in and out. He says he believes he has 3 to 4 guys that he can keep rotating because they're just that deep. They're just that deep with depth on the defensive line. And now they're adding more depth to the offensive line. And I'm going to break this down. We have another young man, Cardale Thomas, who was recently with LSU, and he's coming on over to the program. I'm going to talk about him in just a minute. He's coming on over to the program. I will be getting into this young man, former 5-star offensive lineman, Cardale Thomas, transfers to Colorado, which adds more depth to Coach Prime's program, much needed depth that they need. This team has more depth. This team is going to be better. I think a lot of people are underestimating this football team. When you hear Deion Sanders talk about how he's seeing a difference in the offensive line, a difference in the secondary, how they're playing stronger. They're a lot faster, stronger, bigger this year. And what they did not have a year ago, and this is only the second year they're going into the program for Coach Prime. Only the second year. So for all you damn haters out there, shut your mouth up. This is just the second year. Imagine what the third year is going to be on top of the second year of players he's brought in. They're going to be better than most people are expecting, because there are people out there that want to see Coach Prime fail. And if you want to see him fail, you want to see the kids fail too. It goes hand in hand. If you want to see the kids fail, you want to see Coach Prime fail and his coaching staff. It all goes hand in hand. This is why the negativity is always available. They're always available to tell us about the negative things in the program or what people think are going on. And they're going by statements of disgruntled players, disgruntled ex-players who left the football team for whatever the reasons are. Either they were booted off the football team because maybe they just wasn't cutting it. Maybe they were doing things off the... This guy who reports this Steve Quarter, who wants to talk about, oh, there's something going on. They've got weapons. They got this and that. Maybe some of these players that are now coming out and telling you these things, maybe these are some of the guys that were engaging in this behavior, and Coach Prime got rid of them. Because where's the police reports? I'm on one today. Where are if there's all this stuff going on, and you telling me that there's nobody at CU within that administration, within that team, within that campus that did not see this and report this to Rick George, who is the AD, and if these guys have weapons, they should be, what? Kicked off the football team, which hasn't Coach Prime booted guys off the team from last year that you guys were criticizing him and saying, why are these guys leaving? Oh, it must be, maybe it was the players who had the problem. Kamani McLean, he couldn't come to practice on time like he's supposed to. He wasn't studying like he was supposed to. And then when Kamani McLean wasn't happy with what was expected of him, he left CU, and then both him and his mama badmouth the program. And then he goes to Florida as a walk-on, and then we're hearing reports that he was having a few problems down there, the same as he was having with Coach Prime, damn it.
Tell the truth.
And so what you have is you have players that are disgruntled about their playing time, disgruntled about having to leave the team, disgruntled about however they felt, they fit into the team, and obviously you're getting information from guys who are disgruntled, and of course they want to make Coach Prime and the football program look bad because they were shown the door.
Tell the truth.
If this reporter is telling the truth, then he should be able to stand up in court, because Coach Prime said that there's ramifications to things that are being said, which is, can you prove it? You can accuse someone of something. You can accuse us that you can make accusations, and that's all it is. But can it stand up in court? Now, there was a report. There was a young man that they recruited. I remember this because I did a video on this channel, where he had a whipping in the background. And guess what? I criticized everybody talked about that and said, what is that young man doing? It's a high school kid. Coach Prime had no control over this kid having a whipping in the background when this kid was talking about his excitement about signing with CU. And later on, that kid took criticism for having a whipping in the background. This is all about a distraction to distract Coach Prime, the players, to put an eyesore on a potential great season that they potentially can have. Let me let you hear what this guy said. Let's get into the reaction studio, y'all. Let me let you hear exactly what this man was saying. So here was one of the articles. Athlon sport writer defends reporting on Deion Sanders' Colorado football program. If this was going on anywhere, I would think that anybody would want to know about it. Now, check this out. Remember, as I said before, Barry Sanders ran a jailhouse. He had guys had weapons, all sort of things, right? This man was still being protected by college football during the time that he had a program that was truly running rampant with violence, weapons, guys doing things to girls. Guess what? Barry Switzer, let me correct that, all right? A little bit of a boo-boo there. Barry Switzer, Coach Barry Switzer, was still able to manage to get a coaching position with the Dallas Cowboys. Why would the Dallas Cowboys hire this man when he had a program that was going amok? They were winning, but they had a criminal empire going on behind the scenes in the locker room. Barry Switzer managed to still get a head coaching job in the NFL and win a Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys and was able to get a gig on television talking about football. Barry Switzer, it was police reports, there were crime reports, it was well documented what was happening at Oklahoma. Once again, where are the police reports? Now, I think there was one young man that was on the football team at CU who got himself in trouble with a female. He has since been removed from the program. He is no longer associated with CU. And the legal authorities are dealing with him or have dealt with him. Let me let you hear what this man was talking about. He got on the Dan LeBatard show. LeBatard, I can't say the last name correct, but LeBatard used to be on ESPN. This is what he had to say. I just want to play this clip for you right here. Check this out.
Tell us about the gun allegations.
It's rampant there. There's a video.
He says it's rampant there. I'm asking everybody listening, if it's rampant there, where's the police reports? You mean to tell me that they've got gun problems at CU that are so rampant that nobody on that campus has filed legal action? No one has called the police to have the police come in. No one has told the AD, Rick George, or anyone associated with the program so that they can check players' lockers for weapons. And you mean to tell me that Colorado's the only program where you have young football players, maybe in the locker room, maybe in the dormitory, playing cards or no, not cards, but playing dice, rolling dice and gambling? That's part of college life. I hate to break it to you all, but that goes on quite regularly in college, where guys are gambling and what have you. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying you can go on any college campus and find non-athlete students and students who are not athletes on scholarship gambling in the damn dormitories or a locker room. I know it because I've seen it myself when I was in college. This is something that young people will do. Hell, grown people do it. Hell, we've got legalized gambling in this. See, this is hypocritical. We've got legalized gambling in this country where you can go to a damn casino and blow all your money. And we're setting up here about some gambling in the locker room. Look. Coach Prime got rid of players. See, we can't have it two ways. If Coach Prime gets rid of players who are bringing a bad stain to the program like this, when he gets rid of them, he gets criticized for getting rid of players. Then, if he doesn't do anything in the eyes of those out there that want to judge him, what is Coach Prime doing? You can't have it both ways. If Coach Prime is getting rid of players, then you can't turn around and say, well, you know, these players that he got rid of are coming back and saying negative things because they got cut from the program. And then, of course, this reporter is going to say, well, you know, none of the players are going to go against Coach Prime and blah, blah, blah. Just like that report about Coach Prime was making players listen to Lil Wayne, and that turned out to be a damn lie. This is why Coach Prime and I think Deion Sanders Jr., well-off media, they're talking about, hey, maybe we have a grounds to sue. Because if you sue this reporter, now he has to reveal his sources. And, of course, he's not going to reveal his sources because they're hiding an anonymity behind their words where he can come out and say whatever, and these kids are hiding behind whatever he's claiming that they said to him. Let's hear the rest of this.
That's circulating that I actually found after the piece where they're asking, I believe it's Bucky is going around asking who's the most strapped on the team. And people are now giving their opinion.
Think critically. He just said that there's a video circulating around that set where Bucky says who's the most strapped on the team. We don't have context to that. Was Bucky making a joke? Were they laughing? Or were there really whippings in the locker room? How do we know that for a fact? Now, this reporter said that he didn't say it was a fact. This is how you got to think about and look at things critically. I'm doing this sports show today the way I do my other channel, The Information Man Show. Get into more of a critical analysis here. He said out of his own mouth that he thinks Bucky said this. Thinking and knowing is two damn different things. Keep that in mind, everybody. Listen to this part again.
And people are giving their opinions.
Boom. Opinions are not facts. Everybody's got an opinion, just like everybody's got an ass. I can have an opinion based on how I feel about somebody. So if I don't like somebody, I can say, hey, I don't like that guy. I know he's dirty. But do I really know he's dirty unless I actually have the evidence, the facts? He said two key things here. Everybody's opinions. Opinions are not facts. We're entitled to our opinion, but we're not entitled to our own fact, everybody.
Tell the truth.
See, when you hear people talk, you must catch the buzz. You must catch the words that they're saying that can tell you everything you need to know. This man did not sit up there on Dan LeBatard's show and say for a fact, yes, I know for a fact that Bucky asked that question. Yeah, I know for a fact that everybody that said something about Coach Prime in the program is telling the truth. He doesn't know. It's their opinion, and everyone has an opinion. It just depends on who you ask and how they feel about someone. Let's go back to this.
It's not just one person. It's multiple people.
He says it's multiple people. We don't know who these multiple people are, right? Who are the multiple people? Is it players? Is it ex-coaches? Who is it? We know that they're saying that it was ex-players that got booted off the team. That would give them motive to have something to say negative about the program because they probably weren't happy, sir, to be booted off the team for whatever reasons they could be. Maybe these could be some of the guys that were doing the things that you were talking about who got booted off the team. Of course, there was a rumor out there or maybe a video put out there that Kamani McLean was gambling too. Guess what? Kamani McLean is no longer on the football team. Now, he says this about Bucky. I want y'all to hear this.
Giving their opinions. It's not.
Once again, it's opinions, not facts. And if you go to court, the court doesn't want to hear opinions. The court wants to hear facts, everybody.
Asking who's the most strapped on the team.
Wait a minute. Let's play that back. He says he believes that Deion Sanders, that Bucky asked that question. He didn't say it was a fact. So you got to watch the words that people say. They're very slick with their words, these reporters.
I believe it's Bucky is going around asking who's the most strapped on the team.
I believe. Believe is not fact, y'all. I believe Bucky is saying that who's the most strapped. Now, how does he not know, through using deductive reasoning, how does he not know that when Bucky said that either he meant it for real or he was joking? Because we know that young people joke with each other in this generation. They crack jokes. They say things that's not really legitimate to sound cool. But how does he know that Bucky was either joking with his teammates or he was serious? And on top of that, he said he believed Bucky was the one to ask the question, but he never said it's a fact because I have it on video with Bucky saying it. And if that's true, show your evidence. Why don't you show your evidence on a mainstream on Dan LeBatard's podcast, which is on YouTube? He never showed the receipts of what he said about Bucky. This is why Bucky and well-off media, Coach Prime, were saying there's ramifications. 1, 2, we can lawsuit. And if you lawsuit, now everybody who's hiding behind the curtains, hiding in the bushes, throwing out rocks, now they're going to have to show themselves, and now they're going to have to be accountable for what they either told this man or what they either exaggerated. And then you have to look into why were they let go legally? Why were they let go from the program? Why did they leave the program? Now you can find a motive, that there's a motive for people to say things negatively about Coach Prime and the football program. And I'm still asking again, everybody, if there's so much rampant criminal behavior going on in the program, why are we not hearing about guys being arrested at large numbers? Why are we not hearing about the program being put on suspension by the NCAA? Why are we not hearing about Rick George coming in as the AD and kicking these players off the team if that's what in fact is happening? Why hasn't other people who are closer to Colorado, why haven't they leaked this information out? We're talking about legitimate reporters, not someone from a little video rag called Athlon Sports. That ain't nothing but a little online video sports talk rag. Digital rag, as I would call it. Let's hear what he said. Let's hear some more.
And people are giving their opinions. It's not just one person.
Okay.
It's multiple people.
All right. Who are these multiple people? Okay. All right. Let me let you hear the next one, where he claims that there was a player who got close to Coach Prime, hung out with Coach Prime, and was let go. But I'm trying to figure out what's the point here. The guy got let go. That's what happens in sports. When you get to the NFL, you could be look what's happening with the 49ers and Brandon Ayuk, who, that's my team, right? You got guys in the NFL that are cool with the coaches. They're friendly with the players. They're friendly with the front office. They're huggy with the front office. And then guess what? That front office can trade them, waive them, whatever, if they don't think they can help the football team. That's the nature of sports. You're going to be in the good graces of coaches one day, and you're going to be on the outs another day. Let's hear this other report.
If they speak out against Deion, against what's going on, they're going to be in the same spot as some of these other players.
So listen to what he's saying here. Let's think about it critically. This man who I have right up here, this is what he's saying. He's saying, Steve Quarter is saying that the players know that if they speak out against Deion, is he talking about current players on the team, that they'll be in the same situation as the other players? Once again, why were those other players released from the team? All we have to do is research that. So it's almost like he's saying that the players that were released from the team, that were pushed out the door, or that left, that they somehow left because they saw a lot of rampant criminal activity in the program, and that they were so compelled to tell it that they got kicked out. My question is, if they knew they were on the outs and they were so compelled to tell the truth, why didn't they ever go to the mainstream media and bring this out? So what's happening is that you got kids that left the program for whatever reason, and now this reporter is trying to conflate and say, well, they left because they knew something, and Coach Prime would showed them the door because of that. No, Coach Prime showed a lot of young men the door because they weren't focused on football. They weren't focused on their studies. Remember, Coach Prime and the coaches had those meetings where they were telling some of the players that they're not taking care of their business in the classroom, that they better take care of business, that they better treat women properly on campus, they better treat everybody properly on campus, or you're going to be off the football team. Maybe, just maybe, some of these guys he got rid of were people that were breaking his rules. And that's why they're off the football team. But he wants to conflate and make it seem like, oh no, they left the football team because they knew that Coach Prime was running a criminal empire there, with players having. Listen to this again, and I'm going to get to the good stuff. I'm going to get to the videos with Coach Prime. I'm just breaking this down a little bit.
Some of these other players. I have a story about a former player who was very tight with Deion.
Okay.
And the week before he actually was released, he spent time with Deion privately.
So what? So what? There's probably a lot of players. Look. Dylan Edwards had been coached by Coach Prime since he was a kid. Guess what happened? Dylan Edwards left Colorado and decided to go to Kansas State, where he's from, Kansas, even though he had a relationship with Coach Prime. These things happen. Just like in the NFL when players get cut that you really don't want to see them go. Hell, my beloved 49ers got rid of Jerry Rice, even though Jerry Rice brought them Super Bowls. They eventually got rid of who? They got rid of the man before him, which was Joe Montana, even though he brought them Super Bowls. Sports is not for the crybabies, and sports at the next level is only for the strong and not the weak.
Tell the truth.
Guys are going to get cut even when they have relationships with the coach or coaching staff. Now, let's go ahead and play Coach Prime when he talked to the reporter that was from CBS, wanted to talk to him. He said, I don't want to talk to you from CBS. Let me show that video now because I'm going to tell you why. The tea leaves has been in our face the whole time, folks, and we haven't paid attention. I'm going to tell you the reason why I believe Coach Prime has a problem with CBS. Let's go to the reaction studio. Let's get in here and get this thing going. So here we go. Coach Prime, he went off on him. He told him how he felt. And check this out, everybody. This is fair use, fair use. Check it out.
Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado.
CBS, I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question.
Ain't
Ain't got nothing to do with you. It's above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
Now, everybody in the chat room that's here listening to the program today, let me know what you think in the chat room. What could be the issue? Now, we got Jeanette Fox saying that was not Bucky. It was Darius, and they were not talking about guns. They were talking about being able to prevent the... See? Thank you. Let me put this on the screen. Thank you. So he's a liar. He's even got... He's put his name in. That's Darius Sanders you're talking about, the brother who has the YouTube channel. But he said Bucky out of his own mouth. You heard what he said. Let's play that again. This guy is a liar. We're talking about this guy right here, the reporter. This is why, see, these are the lies. Trying to destroy CU before they even get started for the season. This is the man telling the lies here. Let's play this back. You said that it was Darius who said that, and this is what Darius really had to say. Let's go ahead and play that right now. Or let's see that right now. Jeanette says it was, there we go. Put that right here. Boom. Jeanette Fox says that was not Bucky. It was Darius. And they were not talking about guns. They were talking about being able to prevent the offense from catching. Thank you. But this fool said this, Jeanette. This fool said this. This fool reporter, Steve Crowder, nobody should read his reports ever again. Don't read anything that he puts out.
Where they're asking, I believe it's Bucky is going.
I believe it's Bucky. What did I just say earlier? Belief and knowing is two damn different things.
I believe it's Bucky is going around asking who's the most strapped on the team.
Boom. He's a liar. You're saying, Jeanette Fox, that it was Darius that was talking about talking about guns. They were talking about being able to prevent the offense from, I guess, catching up with them. So this man says he believes. You know what this comes back to, everybody? I hate to go here. I hate to go into the race stuff here, but I got to. I wouldn't be a man if I didn't. You know what this is about? Once again, what's the stereotype? We all look alike. All black people look alike. So he saw a video. He's saying it's Bucky, or he believes it's Bucky. Sister Jeanette Fox says, no, that was Darius, who said that for a reason as it related to football. This man says he believes it's Bucky. He believes, but he doesn't know. But he inflates Bucky and Darius as being it's Bucky because, once again, black people, we all look alike. You know what they say, we all look alike. Boy, let's go back in here and hear this.
I'm here in Denver, not Nashville.
You are who you are. CBS is CBS.
All right.
Joe, I respect you. That's why I told you that. I'm looking you in the eye as a man. I respect you. I got love for you. But what they did was foul.
Coach Sean Keeler, the Denver Post. Happy summer, my man.
You don't like us, man. Why do you do this to yourself?
Come on.
You don't like us.
Mark Hudson, by the way. Yeah. Mark.
As you see, Coach Prime has a lot of haters. This other guy is someone who's been off the chain with the way he writes reports and stories about CU, and Coach Prime is confronting him as well.
Mark said he likes me.
No,
So
you
one.
don't. Why do you do this, though?
No, I'm sorry. Two-part, if I could.
No, I'm serious. Why do you do this? Like, you know you don't. Like, why do you do this?
No, it's not about that. Football question.
No. Why do you do this? Like, it would be hard for me to really engage in someone I don't like, something I don't like. I'm just asking why. Like, why?
Gotta pay
What did I
bills.
do?
You didn't do it?
Everybody, how is the audio? Is my audio good? Can you hear me clearly? And can you hear Coach Prime clearly as well? I want to say Rev Nelson Jr. gave me a $5 super chat. Let me put this up here real quick. I appreciate the super chat. What's going on, good brother? He says, brother Rev, BJ Nelson, the players took a picture flexing, saying these are guns. We stepped. Oh, so they're talking about their muscles. Well, where is this good Reverend? Because I don't want to start. The Reverend is in the house. I don't want to start cussing up a storm because I really feel like doing it, Reverend, but I'm going to restrain myself. Where does this dude get off saying that they're talking saying that weapons are running rampant in the program? Where does he get off saying this? Let's play this again. Damn it, I've got time today. We're giving you a comprehensive show. Don't go anywhere, folks. I've got more for you to see. Let's play this part again.
It's rampant there. There's a video that's circulating that I actually found after the piece where they're asking, I believe it's Bucky is going around asking who's the most strapped on the team.
Now, Janez already said that was Darius and it was football related. The Reverend has just come in and said that they were talking about their muscles. So my question is, if this is all true, where did he get his information from? He got it from players who are disgruntled, who have been booted off the football team, and they want to make CU look bad because they're mad that they're not on the team anymore, and they're probably with no other team right now. I want to know, where did he get this from? And have any of you in the chat room who've been following CU, have you, please tell me. I'm really pissed off right now, everybody. I know I only upload videos or go live maybe once a week or 2 times a week, but you know when I give you a program, it's going to be good. Where has anybody in the chat room seen the video that he's talking about? What is he talking about?
Tell the truth.
Tell me, what is he talking about? I'm irate right now, y'all. So I was out warming. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Roger Dodger. Sister Clark comes in and says, say so, sir. It's a shame, but it's true. So, Sister Clark, what is true and what is not true? Now, I'm going to preface this too. You do know that Coach Prime got rid of players off this team who were breaking rules. So if there was a guy that was on this team, I believe, who got let go because he did something to a female in the community, and I guess the police were on his radar, but CU got rid of this guy. Coach Prime has gotten rid of guys off this team who may have done some foul things. So keep that in mind. This dude may be reporting on players that were doing foul stuff that Coach Prime already got rid of. So keep that in mind. We got a star. It had nothing to do with what he's saying. Thank you, net star. Let me see what my man Seth is saying. Fake news. Thank you. Don't allow your see. Look. You guys just watch me. You ladies and gentlemen in the chat room. You all just watched me set up here and play that man's audio, right? I played his audio very slowly for you. And when I broke down his words, he never said anything was a fact. He kept saying, I believe this and I believe that. Then he tells Dan LeBatard's podcast, well, there's a video. Well, if there's a video, what's the name of the video? Where can we find the video? What social media platform is the video on? Is it on Twitter, YouTube? Where? Anytime a person doesn't give you sources or give you information so that you can dig it up and see it for yourself, you have to question everything that they say.
Tell the truth.
The Reverend comes back in and says this: CU has cameras all over the campus. Police are all over. Right. I was in college. I know how this works. You got campus police all over the place, and you got cameras in the locker room. You got, well, not in the locker room where you can see people undressing, but I'm saying you've got cameras. And somebody in this program would have saw this, and this would have come out and been reported and dealt with either internally or publicly. And you would have had a public look. Coach Prime has integrity. He would have given a press conference. The AD, Rick George, would have given a press conference to say, these are the players that we've had to get rid of because of A, B, and C. How many of you, by putting sevens in the chat room right now, remember Coach Prime last year doing press conferences where he would air certain players out in the press conference? They would say, hey, where is such and such linebacker? Why is he not playing? And Coach Prime would say, you would have to go ask him because Coach Prime got rid of him. When they asked him about Kamani McLean, he said, he's not, if a guy's not showing up to practice and doing what he's supposed to do, if a guy's not showing up and looking at tape or video, then he can't play. Coach Prime has been very transparent when it comes to calling out his players when they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But y'all willing to take the word of some reporter that we have never heard of, who works for some raggedy ass Athlon Sports, some rinky dinky web page. And you know, I believe the reason why this guy is saying this because he wants to come up he wants to come up. He wants to get on ESPN. He want to be on Fox. Eventually, they're going to bring him on Fox and ESPN, and they're going to interview him. This guy is, I'm going to say it, he may be clout chasing, y'all.
Tell the truth.
He just may be clout chasing here. He just might be clout chasing. I forgot to send off my video to some other social medias. What's wrong with me, y'all? Let's send this off right now. Right there. Send that off. Send that off to Twitter. Send my other one off here. What am I doing, folks? And let me send this one off right here, folks. Thank you very much for your patience, everybody. And let's take this off of here. Let's go over here, everybody. Be patient. Just take it all in. Take it all in. We got Ross who says Bishop was the guy that got cut for harassing a woman. He was a favorite of Coach too. That's how you know Prime keeps it real. Hey, Ross, T. Ross, the last two names, T. Ross, I appreciate you coming in here and dropping that because I couldn't think of the name of the young man. He was harassing a female. It got all the way to a police report where the police got involved. And Coach Prime, like you said, he was one of Coach Prime's favorite players. And guess what? Coach Prime got rid of him. So if this guy, this reporter, Steve Corder, is claiming that there was things going on at CU, he might be talking about situations like this where Coach Prime eventually got rid of these guys. I mean, let's really be real about it, everybody. Let me, I'm going to put something, boom. Now, let me put this, I'm going to pin this to the, if you have not already, check out Prime Sports Media, everybody, on the Facebook page. We got about 83,000 people over there following. Going over there, if you are a person who has Facebook, going over there and join the page if you don't mind. I would definitely appreciate that, everybody. Thank you. And I got one more I want to drop in here. Thank you for your patience. I'll do it later. Let's get back to the program. Let's get back on track with the program. So thank you for those statements. Clark put 7 sevens in there. I thank you, Sister Clark. I thank you. Everybody is saying true. Cool is saying this. What are you saying, Cool? It's like, oh, Bonnie, yeah. Song, giving him something to talk about. Yeah, it's giving him something to talk about so he can, and you know, these news, well, nobody reads newspapers hardly anymore, but these sports websites, should I say, they're trying to sell stories to make money, to generate money. And these reporters like this guy are simply trying to blow up so that they can be on ESPN and Fox Sports. They want to blow up so that they can create a YouTube channel and get a lot of followers and what have you. And I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody, I'm just going to say this, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I'm going to be disrespectful. If this dude creates a YouTube channel and tries to blow up off of Deion Sanders, Coach Prime and the team, shame on any of you that are watching me that would subscribe to his channel or follow any of his news reports, because he's already operating in misinformation, should I say.
Tell the truth.
Just keep that in mind. Now, let's get back to Coach Prime, because I'm going to tell you why I believe he is angry at CBS. It was under our nose the whole time. We have to think critically. Here we go. Let's go back to Coach Prime.
It's not about this.
But
Is
why? I'm asking you why.
Yeah, you can answer that. It's
Okay,
not
answer
me.
me. Because you want me to answer you. So
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Why? Because I have questions.
Why?
What's your why? What do you want to know?
Why do you always on attack? Like, what did we do?
Where am I on attack today? Where am I on attack?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you opportunities to be on attack. But I'm asking you why. Like, what does it do for you? Like, what happened?
It's not about me.
But what happened to get you like this?
You know what's the trip about this?
question.
You know what's the trip about this? Coach Prime says, what happened to let you get like this? It's almost like Coach Prime is a psychologist and he's doing psychology on this guy, because if you notice at the end of it all, the guy says, what made you like this? What got you like this? And the reporter says, that's a good question. So it's almost like Coach Prime operated on this man's mind. I mean, listen to this part again, y'all.
I'm asking you why.
Yeah, you can answer that. It's not
answer
me.
me. Because you want me to answer you. So
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Why? Because I have questions.
Why?
What's your why? What do you want to know?
Why do you always on attack? Like, what did we do?
Where am I on attack today? Where am I on attack?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you opportunities to be on attack. But I'm asking you why. Like, what does it do for you? Like, what happened?
It's not about me.
But what happened
What happened?
to get you like this?
Right. There's something going on psychologically.
It's a good question.
No, I'm serious. I want to help. No, I'm serious. I want to help. Because it's not normal.
We can talk about that. We can talk about that.
Okay, yeah.
Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado.
CBS,
Tyler.
I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question.
Joe Rigo, my
Ain't got nothing to do with
Vegas.
you. It's above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
Boom. Wow. Wow, everybody. Now, check this out. Let me go to let me give you my critical thinking here. This is why I think Coach Prime wants nothing to do with CBS as of right now. This could change. The relationship could change. Who knows what happens down the line. But this is why I think this is what's going on. I was thinking I don't know how many of y'all were thinking this. At some point in time, I was thinking that maybe CBS owns the Athlon Sports, the site that Steve Cordo, this Steve Cordo, that I thought maybe, okay, they're owned by the same people, so maybe that's why Coach Prime doesn't want to deal with CBS, because he feels that CBS threw him under the bus by allowing that guy to write that article like that. But then I said, well, wait a minute. No, I don't think CBS owns that website, or do they? Then I said, well, wait a minute. What else has been going on? Oh, it all dawned on me. It was right before our face. Here we go, everybody. Check this out. Boom. CBS recently ranked Sanders, Coach Prime, as the second worst head coach in the Big 12 and referred to him as an entertainer. This is the reason why.
Tell the truth.
This is the truth. This is the truth. This is what they were saying, and this is what the truth is.
Tell the truth.
If you're with me, everybody, hit sevens in the chat room. CBS recently ranked Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, as the second worst head coach in the Big 12. And they referred to him as an entertainer rather than a head coach. It's unclear if these references are what Sanders called foul on. Yes, it damn well is. Yes, it is, everybody. Anybody that thinks that this did not play a role in Coach Prime saying they know what they did, if any of y'all don't believe that this played a role, let's read it again together. CBS recently ranked Sanders as the second worst head coach in the Big 12 and referred to him as an entertainer. You see what they're doing? They're trying to marginalize him, underestimate him, and undervalue him. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Rather than a head coach. It is unclear if these references are what Sanders called foul on. Damn it, it is. Let's stop playing around. Damn it, it is. Back into the reaction studio here. Yes, it is. You damn well know it is. Let's go.
Ain't got nothing to do with you. It's above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
I'm here in Denver, not national.
Hear that part again.
Yeah.
Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado.
CBS,
Tyler's.
I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question.
Jump Rico Miles.
Ain't got nothing to do with you. It's above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
I'm here in Denver, not national.
You are who you are. CBS is CBS.
All right. Everybody that's watching, please share this video. If you've got social media like Facebook, TikTok, or not TikTok, Twitter, or what we call X now, whatever you got. If you're looking at me right now on a tablet, a desktop computer, whatever you got, you can hit the button that says share, and you can shoot it right to your social medias that you want to put it on right now, and you still will continue to watch the show. Okay? I want to know, am I cooking with grease, or am I cooking with grease? I want to say thank you for watching the program today so far. Like and make a comment on this video, and make sure you subscribe to this program.
Tell the truth.
I appreciate it. We're not finished. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Let me know if what you just witnessed in terms of the article. Now, that clip that I put up there, that comes out of a CBS article, that comes out of the articles, just like that Athens Sports or Athlon Sports and all these other video rags. Coach Prime didn't say that those were the reasons, but damn it, let's read the tea leaves. Damn it, let's read the truth. If they're sitting up there calling him the worst coach in the Big 12 and then disrespecting him further by calling him an entertainer. That's disrespectful. And then saying, and then further insulting him that he's more of an entertainer than a head coach. So that means that they're not taking him serious. Therefore, they're not taking the program serious. Therefore, they're not taking the players that he has assembled on that team serious. It's a disrespect. And nobody can tell me that didn't have anything to do with why Coach Prime said, you from CBS? I don't want to talk to y'all. No, y'all done struck out with talking crap about me in a very personal way. It's one thing to say, hey, I don't think Coach Prime is one of the best coaches in the Big 12. But to add more insult to injury by just saying, oh, but he's just an entertainer. Like he's a joust or something. Can y'all all see why I can see why Coach Prime would say, nah. I'm not talking to CBS right now. Y'all know what y'all did. Now, does it all make sense, everybody? Does it all make sense? Northside says, because that article could have affected his recruiting possibilities of the NIL. Yes, it could affect his recruiting. And look, y'all saw my videos last year. I was saying, I did a video where I said, I think that there's a conspiracy against Coach Prime. There are people in the media that want to see him fail. They don't want to see him be successful. And I had people leaving comments talking about, oh, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody hating on him. It's obvious what's going on, everybody. And they're doing it just before the season gets started. Angel's Eyes, who comes in and says, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. Angel, you're right.
Tell the truth.
The Reb is back in here. He says this. The reporter he analyzed was from the Denver Post, which he had issues with last year. Right. Thank you, Reb. That's right. That guy was from the Denver Post, who he's been having issues with for quite some time. The other reporter represented CBS, but Coach Prime said, look, I'm not mad at you personally, but I'm kind of pissed off at CBS as an overall conglomerate, and you're representing that conglomerate. Because people are saying, well, why couldn't he just still talk to him? Because he represents that conglomerate of mainstream sports news. Let me see what we got here. Ms. Fratt said, clearly they don't know that what God has for Prime is for Prime. Nothing they do or say can change God's plans. You're right. You are absolutely right. I'm giving you a strong, thunderous clap for that.
Tell the truth.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see. These clowns are jousting, buffooning. Yeah, that's what they're doing, sir. We got East Coast in the house. Brother East Coast in the house says, Ms. Fratt, facts. What's going on, brother East Coast? If I'm saying that name right, let me make sure I'm saying it right. East Coast. All right, what's going on, man? Now I know he's going to the playoffs. Look, look, I got some more video for y'all. Don't underestimate them. This team, the defensive line, the offensive line, there's something happening, y'all, that's transforming. And I know those of you who watch the well-off media and you watch the videos, you see what's going on. There's something strong going on, y'all. Roger Dodger comes in and says that USC is going to move on to Longstreet or Underwood if Juju doesn't pledge alliances to you. Look, I don't check this out, Roger Dodger. I don't care about him. I don't want him to go to USC. I want him to go to CU. So if he's dancing around and not sure about what he wants to do and they move on to Underwood or whoever, that's great. That makes the opportunity for us to get him that much stronger. So guess what? USC, keep doing what you're doing, UFC. USC, keep going out there and recruiting other quarterbacks. That's exactly what I want you to do. That would be fantastic. Keep doing it. The Basement podcast is in the house. Journalist Keeley said that Coach Prime was a clown. Colorado Buffs are a circus, and Coach Prime does not deserve to be a head coach. So that's what he said. Now, that's not the guy. Excuse me. That's not the guy who's running around talking about they got weapons, they got a criminal empire in the locker room. That's the guy that Coach Prime was confronting and saying, why do you do this to yourself? What's wrong with you? Right? You're talking about this guy right here, right? Why do you do this stuff to yourself, right? Right?
I respect you. That's why I told you that. Look at you in the eye as a man. I respect you. I got love for you. But what they did was
foul. CBS. Now let's move on to the other guy here. Let's go.
You don't. Like, why did you do
No, it's not about that. Football question. Football question.
Why did you do this? Like, it would be hard for me to really engage in someone I don't like, something I don't like. I'm just asking why. Like, why?
Gotta pay
What did I
attention.
do?
You didn't do anything.
Wow.
It's not about this.
But
Is football
why?
question.
I'm asking you why.
Yeah, you can answer that. It's not
answer
answering
me.
So are you talking about that individual right there that we just heard him talking to, that he's the one that was calling Coach Prime a clown? Let me go back to your statement again that you did put out there. And let's see right here. Let's put this back up here. The statement that you had before, the journalist said that Coach Prime was a clown, that CU Buffs are a circus, and Coach Prime does not deserve to be a head coach. Is that the man that Coach Prime's talking to that you're saying? I know he was the one that was talking raggily about him, but I just want to confirm this for the sake of this video, for people that will be watching this. Is this the one that you're talking about? Let's go back into the chat room and see what you write. Is that the one you're talking about that's talking raggedy about Coach Prime, that Coach Prime is confronting on that video? See, I wanted to go a little bit deeper. I know a lot of people have played the video and all of that, but on my channel, I like to analyze, do deep dives on this stuff, really put a critical eye on all this stuff. Let me see. I like the second string quarterback. We have another 6'5" free. Woo, 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 man. Okay, we got my man GLG says that's like asking a racist why they're a racist. They don't know why. That's true. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Arsenal, he says it's like skin color, football power, that brother, these racist haters. Interesting. Demetrius is coming to the house and says they do realize that Coach Prime did media for years and did not let things go unchecked. Yeah, he did media. Matter of fact, Coach Prime used to be on CBS, remember? Before Shannon Sharp got there. Coach Prime used to be on CBS Sports. Then he got the gig on NFL Channel. Remember? He was on NFL Channel for a number of years. Yeah, he's been in media. He's been on both sides of it, a player, or now a coach, and then he's now on the other side of it. So he knows how this works. You're absolutely right. Let's see. Let's go back over here because I got to get to some more stuff, folks. Prime Sports Media, sir, you are a thorn in their neck. You damn right I am.
Tell the truth.
You, JTL, Big Dog Chico. Yeah, Big Dog Chico. We're going to all be a thorn in their asses. That's right. That's right. But look, folks, I don't want to be rude. I know you all have great statements that you're saying in the chat room, but I want to continue the rest of my presentation because I have more things I want to show you to reinforce where the program's going today before we end this. Let me see. Northside says now could Keeley, I can't even say his damn name. I don't really care. He disrespected our coach. Talk smack about a program that wasn't good for a long time. These writers have so much expectations for 2 years. Check that. We got Goddess in the house. Sister, we got the Goddess who says they go out of their way to clip his children, right? To analyze, to antagonize, like you're saying, to antagonize his kids, to antagonize the everything. But check this out. Let me put this up for a reminder to you all, because some of you might have come in a little late when I had already talked about this person right here. They're trying to make Coach Prime out to be like he's some damn Barry Switzer. No, Barry Switzer. Do y'all remember Barry Switzer? Barry Switzer is the one that was running amok at Oklahoma. All right, Barry Switzer. And let me put this up here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This man right here. Remember him? He's the one that turned Oklahoma Sooners into a criminal empire where guys really had guns. There was criminal stuff going on. There was police reports, police investigations, guys getting arrested, all sort of stuff. And despite all of that stuff that was happening around him as the head coach, this man still managed to get a head coaching job. Come on, tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
He still managed to get a head coaching job with the Dallas Cowboys. He still managed to get a TV gig talking about professional football and college football on television.
Tell the truth.
Just keep that in mind, everybody. Now let's get to the next thing I wanted to do here. Let's go to the next one. We need to really. Woo, boy. Boy. Let's hear what my man Shedeur Sanders had to say about how the team is improving. See, this is why they want us to focus on these erroneous reports, because they don't want us to focus on the success that the team is potentially going to have, and they don't want us to focus on how the team has improved under Coach Prime in the coaches that he's brought in, like a Robert Livingston, who will be the defensive coordinator, right? Right? So we got Robert Livingston, who will be the defensive coordinator, has NFL experience, has turned secondary players into NFL All-Pro, right? And they really don't want us, and I got to be honest, they really don't want them to be successful. And then we got people like Pat Shermer, who's going to bring an NFL-style offense where he's going to do a lot of play action. He's going to move receivers around in different positions, different places on the field to confuse the defense. He's going to utilize maybe two running backs in the backfield, moving them around interchangeably, as well as creating a play action situation, which will open up the running game in the passing game. And he's committed to the run because that's exactly what he did when he was the coordinator at Minnesota. And also he was a head coach for a short time with the New York Giants. And then we're going to sit up here and not respect the fact that we got a bona fide professional offensive lineman coach who played in the NFL at Minnesota, and brother Phil. What an array of talented guys. I said it before. We got Tyler Brown coming back, right? Right? Jordan Seaton, all right, is in the house. Yukiri Walker's in the house. Justin Mayers is in the house, right? Right? We've got Khalid Benson in the house, right? We got another brother, Tyler Johnson, to add more depth to the team, right? We've got Ezekiel Owens, another young man who might be great, who could potentially be great going into the future, right? Into the future, excuse me. We got Peyton. Peyton is in the house. Peyton Kirkland is in the house. All right, y'all? We still have a chance to get this young man right here, Julian Lewis, Juju. And did not tell y'all that we now have another offensive lineman who's come by way of transferring. This young man is Cardell Thomas. A young man who's he's going to be in his senior year, so he'll add depth to the team. Played at LSU. I think he plays like either a right or left tackle, something of that nature. But let's look at some information on this young man right now. Check this out. In 4 seasons at LSU, Thomas appeared in 11 games with two starts with 206 snaps on the books. The Baton Rouge product was part of the national championship team in 2019 and also earned SEC academic honor roll in 2021. That's excellent. Academics are important. He was a full-time starter for last year's Raptors team, and that's the Florida Raptors. That's an HBCU program, y'all. Y'all know that, right? Right? Right here. Right? Is that the team? And let's get back to it now. This is good stuff now. He's got some talent. He's got some very good talent on him. Let's put this up. More information about the young man. The former top 100 recruit will be a welcome addition to Shedeur Sanders' protection package that allows 56 sacks last year. Thomas became the 43rd transfer for Colorado this year. Adding Thomas gives Colorado depth along the offensive line as the 8th lineman coming to Boulder via the portal. He'll be entering his final year of eligibility. How y'all like that, everybody? How y'all like that? So we got some good things coming, okay? We're adding more depth. They wanted to distract us from focusing on the good stuff that's happening in the program. Here's the schedule. Here is the, these schedules can change. The Big 12 released the 2024 league football schedule on the 31st. Looks like they're going to be playing on the 31st. They're going to be playing North Dakota State. We already talked about that. That's a fact. That's happening. Let's make sure we got the information right. Now, there's 2 different things going on here. Let's get this right. On this advertisement, it says Thursday, August the 29th, right? Did they change the schedule? 6 p.m. ESPN. But on this schedule right here I'm looking at, it says North Dakota 8:31. So is it the 29th or is it the 31st? Because they keep changing the schedule. Let me know if the 31st is correct or is August the 29th, which is a date that we thought was going to be the date. Is that correct, y'all? Let me know in the chat room because there's different schedules that are changing around. Let's see. Colorado will be the next NFL prospect home. Right. The Rattlers. Right. Thank you, sir. The Rattlers. You're absolutely right. Thank you, sir. The Rattlers. The 29th is correct. Okay, so let's stick with the 29th. Damn, I've got the other schedule that I was using was this schedule, but people kept telling me that schedule had changed. This is the one that I usually was putting up on the board for you guys to see. It was this one right here, right? I kept putting this one up a lot, but this doesn't have the dates on it. So the 29th is the way to go. Now, let's go back in here and listen to what Shedeur Sanders had to say about the improvement of his offensive line and where things are going with the team. Check this out, y'all.
I've heard some very good things about some of the guys who are going to come in here and play.
Well, it's a collective. It's all those guys. I can't single one or two out because you're going to eventually need every guy in there, even whether it's scout team or whether it's first team, second team, or you got to plug and play guys. So each of those guys, they all bring different things to the table, and I feel like now we got everything sorted out to where who's going to play where, and then we all feel confident about it. So we're excited for it. I'm also going to help him out a little more, and Coach Pat is going to help everything out.
So what does he mean by he's going to help them out a little bit more? This is what I think he is saying. Not that I'm in his brain or his head, but I think Shedeur heard everybody last year tell him that he was holding on to the ball too long, right? And like I told you, Pat Shurmur is going to help Pat Shurmur is going to help him because Pat Shurmur is going to run play action. They're going to run the ball. They're going to be dedicated to running the ball. They're going to create confusion for the defense to deal with. And I think Shedeur recognizes that people said that he held on to the ball too long. And maybe Shedeur is saying that, hey, you know what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to get that ball out of my hands quickly because we've got a great receiving core that we think is going to be one of the best receiving cores, if not the best receiving core in the country. I think their receiving core is the best in the country. Right? So I believe Shedeur is trying to make the adjustments to not make mistakes that he might have made last year that also contribute, along with a really bad offensive line. We can't deny that. He does not want to contribute to taking sacks and putting his offensive line in bad situations because he's holding on to the ball maybe longer than he would personally like, so that we don't see him like this year. What do you all think? Think about what I'm saying. That's what I think he's saying, but let's go back to Shedeur and let him explain it.
And we all feel confident about it. So we're excited for it. I'm also going to help him out a little more, and Coach Pat is going to help everything out. So we'll be able to really have stability back there.
Yeah, they got a good run game over there too. So.
Boom. Did you hear Shiloh Sanders say they got a good running game over there? We got Hayden, who came over from Ohio State. You got the other young man, Brandon Hood, who I think is going to be a great addition. Our running back core has gotten faster. I know everybody was upset, was a little disappointed that our man, the young man, God, now I'm getting a brain fart right here. The young man who left us for Kansas State, Dylan Edwards. That's right. It's coming back to me. I know people were a little disappointed that Dylan Edwards left. Then you had McCaskill left and what have you. But our running back core, with those guys leaving, I got to be honest, has actually gotten better, stronger, and faster with the offensive line in addition to that. Let's hear the rest of what Shiloh Sanders is saying here.
Leo Rivera with Scope Sports. Shiloh, what can you say about this secondary unit and the expectation coming into this year? Coach Sanders just spoke on saying that you guys are coming this year. What is it like at practice, and what is the expectation coming into the season?
Man, just all the new addition guys that we got back there in the secondary, it's just going to be the no-fly zone, you know. I heard they was talking crazy about some of the guys saying we're the best secondary in the nation. You know, that's
so that's what's being said, that they have the best secondary in the nation. And do you believe the same thing, that they're going to be a no-fly zone, which means what? Anybody that catches the football in that backfield, they're going to take a hit. They're going to get hit hard. They're going to get hit strong, and they're going to get punished. That's football, okay? That's the way football goes. That's the way football should go, everybody. That they're going to pay a hell of a price when they're in that, and they come in that secondary, and you got Shedeur. All you need is Shiloh and everybody back there to play football, tackle people, stop them, make these teams go 3 and out. And what I was really trying to say is, make sure they get the ball back to Shedeur Sanders, the defense giving the ball back to him so that he can continue to operate in the way that we know that Shedeur can operate, y'all, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We know that this is big stuff here. Coach Prime, I think, is always going to be under scrutiny. He's going to be criticized because of who he is, because of his background. You're always going to have people who have to have something to say out of their mouth, no matter what. But this team has gotten better. And let's go back into the studio again. And I want y'all to hear from one of the coaches himself, who's going to give you the breakdown. I think this is Coach Vincent, who's the defensive ends coach, defensive lineman coach or defensive ends coach. And I want you to hear what he had to say as regards to all these things. Once again, Coach Prime said that he ain't talking to CBS right now because they wrote a scaling article about him, saying that he was an entertainer. He wasn't a good coach. He's one of the worst coaches in the Big 12. I thought that was really disrespectful considering that they haven't even started their first season in the damn Big 12. So how can you say what Coach Prime is when the Big 12 season and the college season hasn't even started? 6 p.m. Mountain Time, ESPN Thursday, August the 29th. Make sure y'all check out the game. It's coming. Let's hear from Coach Vincent right now. Here we go.
From us up front, we all know it starts up front, and we just got to do a great job of understanding the weakness of the defense and understanding that we go as the defense go. And they've been doing a great job of that. The new guys have come in and bought into the system, bought into the roles, and all they've been doing is just contributing to what we need up front.
Do you hear what he's saying? Guys are buying in. Guys are contributing. Guys are doing what they need to do to play their role. This is a lot different than last year. Let's hear some more.
Does it look night and day from last year?
It does. I really don't focus on last year. I'm so focused on the guys.
Okay, he's saying that he's not focused on last year, but he did admit that it is different from last year.
That I got up front now and the guys that we have on this team right now that I let the past be the past and move on, man. We've been doing a great job with the guys that we brought in, getting them to buy into what we want and what we need from them to execute this defense.
You hear what he said? So it looks like guys are buying in. That's better than last year. I don't know if guys really brought in as much last year, but he's saying that the guys have brought in and the depth is better, the players are better, and here's the part he's going to say about depth. This is the part that really got me excited when the coach said this right here. Check this out.
But this year, I think we got a lot of depth, man. I think we're 3 deep when it comes to D-line. We don't separate them anymore when it comes to D-ends and D-tackles. We all one group.
He said that they're 3 deep on the defensive line, which means throughout the game they can keep the defensive line fresh. I had said this in one of my previous videos that if they have enough talent on the defensive line, that they can interchangeably bring guys in and out and keep them fresh throughout the game. Last year, it did not appear that the defensive line was fresh. It appeared that they were in the game for so long and they were getting worn down and people could just run up the gut on them and do whatever they want. They just didn't have the depth on the team. They didn't have guys that they could rotate in that could actually bring a certain same level of play as the guys that are in the game that are as starters. So it's magical when you can bring another group of linemen in the game and take the starters out and still keep a certain level of play going on that defensive line. He said himself that he believes he can run a 3-deep system of linemen. And remember, as I've been saying before, I know y'all tired of me repeating this, but no, I'm going to repeat it because it's important. Under Robert Livingston, they're going to run a 4-2-5 package that consists of having 3 safeties in the game: strong safety, free safety, a strong safety in the box, your Mike linebacker, your nickel cornerback, and we know that Travis Hunter plays a lot of nickel. Then you have your 2 outside corners. Shiloh Sanders has already told us that they believe they might have the best secondary in the country. Then you got your defensive tackle, your nose guard, right? Your defensive ends under this 4-2-5 package, which is designed to go against teams that are running a passing design. Here's another look at the 4-2-5 norm defensive setting, which is a balanced defensive formation at defending the run in the pass, which means you have a free safety over the top. You bring in 2 linebackers in the middle, 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends, and then you have 2 strong safeties playing what you would call almost like an outside linebacker's position, okay, with 2 cornerbacks, right? This is what you would just go against the pass or the run, because if a team passes on you, now your safeties can automatically can be what? Cover the receivers like cornerbacks. That means you have to have guys that are versatile. Well, guess what? CU has versatility. They have tons of guys that they have either recruited or gotten from the transfer portal that are interchangeable, meaning guys that can play both defensive back and safety. Remember Stoudemire? Stoudemire was a cornerback. They're going to make him play some safety this year too. So when you got those type of players on this team that can play either position, safety or cornerback, now what Robert Livingston's going to be able to do with that elaborate 4-2-5 defense is going to be magic. It's going to be incredible.
Tell the truth.
Let's go back to this.
Ends in detail because we all one group, we rush as one, and we play as one, but we're deep up front, and I think I can rotate 3 or 4 at a time and still be consistent up front.
Boom. Rotate 3 or 4 at a time and still be consistent up front. That they're deep. Hear more. All right. I think this was very, 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 very important what he said right there about their ability to run deep, to bring in guys like that. It's going to keep them fresh. It'll keep their defensive linemen from being worn out and keep them in games. So I like that already. How do y'all like that? If y'all like what y'all heard, put 7s in the chat room. This is fantastic.
Tell the truth.
Now, let me go ahead and do this as we get ready to conclude today. I want to say, what do I want to say to Coach Prime? He had a birthday. He's 57 years old. I would like to say happy birthday to Coach Prime. Happy birthday to him. He is 57 years old, and the brother is doing exactly what he wants to do, coaching, and I hope he continues to keep getting better at coaching. Look, Coach Prime is going to learn. He's going to get better as a coach. Believe that. He's going to learn. He's already learned from last year. So I want to say happy birthday to him again. And with that said, let's hear the birthday celebration that they did for him right there in the gym. And check it out, y'all. It's cool. I like it. Check it out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Coach. Happy birthday to you.
My wish is that you all become professionals, not just professional athletes, but professionals. You become wonderful fathers, wonderful men, wonderful women as well. But you soar to the heights that you want to soar to, that your work ethic will allow you to go to this season. So that's on you to win.
Yes,
Happy birthday, Coach Brown!
Happy birthday. Now, not only did Coach Prime, this was on the same day that he had to call out CBS and that reporter, you know, all that sort of stuff. But let's keep it 100% real. It was his birthday, but he also got an even more special surprise, and that is Coach Prime is now a grandfather. There it is right there. There's his daughter. There's the baby right there to the left with the nurse right there. This is fantastic. He is a grandfather. His daughter finally gave birth. This is fantastic. And let me see. I got someone who's given me a super chat, which I appreciate that. Let's go in here and see what we got here. We got my man East Coast who gave me a super chat, say $10 super chat from East Coast. With all the hate against CU, the betting gods are really high. If you're a gambler like me, now is the time. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank anybody who gave me a super chat. If anybody cash app me too, thank you for the cash apps. I really appreciate that if you did. Let me also go ahead and do this. We got Warren in the house. Warren, what's going on, man? That's our fiance next to her mother. That's our fiance next to her mother. Fantastic, fantastic. So wait a minute. Let me correct that. Let's correct that. See, I don't pretend to know his daughter's business. So you saying that that's the fiance right there. That's not the nurse. That's the father of the child. That's her fiance. Once again, let's give it a clap again. Let's get it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the information, the reminding of me that that's actually the boyfriend. Either way, the bottom line is I just wanted to say that I'm happy for Coach Prime and his daughter, and now I know that that's the fiance who is there with the baby, and I think that's fantastic. I got to clap that again. Thank you. We got this right here. Just because CBS reporter that Coach Prime is the worst coach in the Big 12, etc. No, I don't think he is because he hasn't played the season, so we can't say that. We can't say he's the worst. I wouldn't say that. I think that CBS, I think what happened is there's a difference between being analytical when you look at coaches, right? But then there's being analytical as a sports reporter, and then there's just being damn right personal. And I say it on my channel all the time. When people come in the chat room, stay within football talk. Get out of personal stuff, right? I've seen people come in my chat room and say, oh, Coach Prime is this and that. That's personal talk. Let's stay on football talk. By calling Coach Prime just an entertainer, that's not football talk. That's being personal. That's trying to say that he's a clown, that he's a circus act, because that's what these reporters have been calling CU, a circus, haven't they? Which is not true. They should make Paul Fombine present the Big 12 championship trophy to Prime. I would love that. They should make him. That would be fantastic. He's another one that's been running his mouth off, but then saying that he wants him to go to USC because he doesn't like the coach at USC, Riley. The man, Coach Prime, hasn't even gotten through his second season, and they already got him at USC already. We'll see what happens when the season's over, okay? Wait until the man tells you what he's going to do. Stop speculating and then making lies about the program. That's what they're doing out here, folks. Warren, thank you for that heads up on the information, brother. I appreciate you for doing that. So everybody, do me the biggest favor, man. I know you all got Facebook. I know y'all got Twitter. Do me the greatest favor and send this video. Send this video to your Twitter or your X, to your Facebook, or any social media that you use. I would appreciate that, so more people can, because I really got into this today and broke down this nonsense that's coming at Coach Prime, the players, and the program that I don't think is cool. Okay? They're trying to make, and I'm going to show this one more time because I'm emphasizing this today. They're trying to make Coach Prime out to be like he's some Barry Switzer or something like that. Y'all remember Barry Switzer? He had an Oklahoma team that was, man, they had, you talk about having weapons inside the locker room, shit, they had a damn arsenal, and they were committing crimes and getting arrested. How many of y'all remember the situation at Oklahoma with Barry Switzer, who ended up being a head coach in the NFL, which was, he basically took over a team that he didn't build and won a Super Bowl. With somebody else's players. You know who I'm talking about. Jimmy Johnson. That was Jimmy Johnson's team. If Jimmy Johnson would have stayed with the Dallas Cowboys, he would have had another Super Bowl on his ring. But he left and let Barry Switzer get something that he didn't deserve to have. And then Barry Switzer was on television doing sports commentary. A man who ran a football program where you had real thuggery going on. Okay?
Tell the truth.
Put sevens in the chat room if y'all remember this thuggery that Switzer had going on in that program. They're trying to compare, they're trying to make Coach Prime out to be some type of Barry Switzer type. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. It's crazy.
Tell the truth.
Well, everybody, I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, your day. Tell someone that you love them, your family, wherever you are from in the world. I appreciate you for watching this video, taking the time out. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Y'all make sure that this video gets the views that it's supposed to get by sharing it with other people, and continue to come back to the program and see what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it again. There might be times when I don't drop a video for maybe a week or two. Now, the reason why primarily is because, first, I have a personal life. Two, I manage several other YouTube channels, so I'm balancing it all out. But this is the thing. You will know that when I go live on this channel or upload a video, you will get a comprehensive program. You will get a good video. You know I'm going to pack it with lots of good information. You know I'm going to tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And you know it's going to be a critical thinking type video about what's happening with Coach Prime, the program, and everything. You know I'm going to break it down very well for you. I may occasionally say a few names wrong here and there, but I'm always doing what I can to improve that too, everybody. So with that said, I appreciate you all. I thank you, and y'all bless you, and all of y'all have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll be back with another video. You know, the next video that I'll probably upload, well, I'm going to be working on the video about the matchup with CU against North Dakota State. That's a video that I want to work on, but I want to take some time with that video because I want to study that team so that when I go live about that team, I can break everything down for you about what they need to watch out for, the strengths, the weaknesses, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a post-game video that I've done on this channel in the past, and I hope that you all have a chance to see that video. It'll probably be an upload or maybe a live. I think I'll just go live. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I appreciate you all. Take care. Peace. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all out there. Thank you.
Tell the truth.
Listening to Prime Sports Media.
tell the truth.